Well, it is confirmed. It is now official. Shakur Stevenson has been stripped of his titles at 130 pounds. His fight, at the moment, it looks like it's going to still continue, but he is not eligible to defend his belts, or if he wins, he will not keep the belts. He has stated he's moving up to 135 pounds lightweight division. What does all this mean? Find out in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, hopefully you guys SLC subscribe, like, and comment. This is my second video regarding this matter. And I just have to start by saying this. Shakur Stevenson, definitely a talented individual. I wish there was a little bit more promotion for this particular fight, because I'm used to majority of the top ranked fights with the bigger names like Shakur being on Saturday. I didn't even know this fight was on a Friday until yesterday. So I think it could have been, like, promoted a bit heavier. But needless to say, if you check my last video and you're a subscriber of my channel, which you should be, hit the red and white button. Shakur Stevenson missed weight by 1.6 pounds. He had 2 hours to try to make weight. Obviously, since he knows he's moving up, I guess it was decided that they weren't going to attempt to even try to sacrifice any further and, just maybe pay a penalty to Robson Conceição. So I gave a lot of my thoughts. It's very disappointing, to say the least. But before I go further and give you more of my thoughts, let's talk about what Shakur Stevenson said. So he did address the public, and he says on his verified page, you guys see it right there, "I gave it my all. I've been professional my whole career and made weight, but my body just can't make 130 pounds anymore. My health has to come first. I am moving up to 135 pounds in my next fight." Now, this is just me personally, and I know Shakur's young and whatnot, talented fighter, but it would have probably been better to put, like, "I'm sorry," instead of just saying "I gave it my all," something like that. But, maybe the PR people can help him with that next time. For me, on my channel, this is not to kick a man while he's down, but since I started in the boxing game, I've always gave you the real, the uncut, and I've been consistent. And you could check my G files and see that. So I can't give Shakur Stevenson a pass, because I say the same thing every time this happens with the fighter. If Broner miss weight, Tank Davis, especially those two, they seem to get, have hell to pay when they miss weight, PBC fighters in general. Or if Virgil Ortiz miss weight. In the past, when Mikey Garcia missed weight. These various things, it's always the same with me. It's not a good look. I'm never going to be, like, happier that a fighter missed weight. And although I understand the ups and downs and trials and tribulations of boxing, it's still, you can't really have an excuse for it, because you signed up under the contention that I can make this contracted weight with Robson Conceição. And whether you had plans to move up to lightweight after that, that has to be that. And I said in my previous video, I think an amazing example of this, someone who was outgrowing the division, was Jermall Charlo. And I remember covering Jermall Charlo's fight as media, and he was fighting against Austin Trout. So this is way back when. This is actually, just to give you guys a little bit of reference, he fought on the same card as Edeslandi Lara and his brother, Jermall Charlo. So just to show you how old that fight was, this is when Jermall Charlo first became a champion. He fought John Jackson. His brother fought John Jackson. So anyway, Jermall had a pretty tough fight, semi-difficult with Austin Trout. And I remember he was saying that he needs to move up. But in the crowd was Julian J. Rock Williams. I remember this like it was yesterday. He was one of the interested spectators, right? And J-Rock had been doing interviews, and he was the mandatory for Jermall Charlo, and he had been calling out Jermall Charlo. And he says, "Man, you got to shut up, move up or vacate, you turkey." Said something to this effect. So J-Rock worked his way up the ladder and the ranking, and he was the #1 mandatory, and he was putting some pressure to get his shot and get his opportunity, similar to Errol Spence when he wanted his shot with Kell Brook. So basically, realistically, right? And I said all that to say this. Jermall Charlo had previously made statements about he needs to move up. He needs to move up because it probably wasn't getting fun anymore. It's probably harder and harder to make 154 for him. He's a big dude, got some size. He's, musculature, things like that. But I like what Jamal did next because the pressure was to fight Julian J. Rock Williams, and he sacrificed that one last time to make the weight to beat J. Rock, which he did. Dropped him, crazy counter uppy, dropped him, and then shortly after that stopped him, and then he moved up to the middleweight division. To me, I think that's more so what would have been better for Shakur Stevenson to have done what Jermall Charlo did. If you're struggling to make weight, just do it that one last time so no one could say anything, and then boom, you can do whatever you want, and you would have fulfilled your contract. You would have defended your titles. If you beat Robinson Conceição, you keep your titles intact, and then you vacate them because you're moving up, as opposed to say, my health has to come first. I'm moving up in my next fight. If you can't make the weight any longer, then maybe you should have fought Conceição at a catch weight, or try to see if he'll move up to 35, or just make the move and say, I'm done with 130. But it's like, again, Shakur's young, but I can't have different commentary when it's the same circumstances. At the end of the day, you said you can make weight. It is what it is. And I know everybody, when Tank missed weight on the Mayweather-McGregor undercard, and he had to forego his title against Fonseca, everybody made a big deal about it. The Gamboa fight, when Virgil Ortiz misses weight, we all talk about it. So, it doesn't matter how much you like a fighter, dislike a fighter, how great, Shakur is a top talent. Making weight is part of it. And Shakur has a lot of big bro like influences and role models like Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford. And off rip, I could be wrong, but since they've been prominent fighters, I don't remember Andre Ward missing weight. I don't remember Terrence Crawford missing weight, So lesson learned. Shakur, to my knowledge, I don't remember him missing weight prior to this, but I know missing weight is missing weight. Like, you can miss weight by a couple ounces, a pound. I've seen people miss by 6, 7, 10 pounds, all kinds of crazy stuff. But I also feel, whether this is right or wrong, me personally, the more you miss weight, the further you are from the target weight, the worse it looks, in my opinion. So I think if you're like one over 1.5 pounds from where you need to be, or 2 pounds, that's where it starts to get pretty excessive. I mean, of course, 6 and 7 pounds, that's just crazy. You really weren't trying. So I can't say Shakur wasn't trying, but at the end of the day, if you're a pound or more over, and then, you don't even try to make weight, there's no way you can spin this and shift it and make it look like this is a win, So I'm still going to watch the fight with Robinson Conceição. Maybe it makes the fight more interesting because a lot of people attribute missing weight to potential camp issues and, discipline issues, whatever, whatever people speculate from these types of occurrences. So Robinson Conceição is a gold medalist. He looked to be a little bit bigger. I know he was probably mad. They're trying to negotiate his compensation for Shakur missing weight, but rules are rules, contracts are contracts. It is what it is. But this is my follow-up video. Shakur, that was his message. Let me know what you guys think of it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. SLC, I'm the best in the business, but y'all knew that. I'm introducing Super Thanks right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work.